Okay, here we are. This is a MailChimp tutorial brought to you by me, Chip Thompson. Okay, so we're going to log in. We're going to pretend that you know what your login is. And this is really going to focus on the setting up and experimenting with campaigns. There's a lot of tweaks and little tricks on the inside, and I do recommend checking out the MailChimp help. There's plenty of help in there. But there's not a video like this, so I thought I'd draw this one up, at least not a video I know of. So I thought I'd draw this up so you can learn a little bit about how to set up a campaign. Okay, so here we go. Now we're logged in. We are in the dashboard. You want to just hover over Create Campaign. In this case, we're going to do a regular old campaign. This is a brand new mailing list, but let's say you want to make sure you don't send to any of the wrong people. Let's say you had somehow you inherited a list and you have 3,000 people on there. So you want to click on Send a Segment. We'll make sure that this doesn't go out to anyone besides me if I accidentally sent the button. So you're going to refresh the count, and boom, you're down to just, in my case, 2. I was down to 2 before, but you know, we're pretending that just went down to 2 because for some reason I'm in there under 2 emails. So I would recommend putting yourself on any mailing list you work on and send yourself test campaigns to make sure that it's working right. In fact, MailChimp recommends that you set up multiple email accounts so you can try out different email clients and see how they're setting up. Okay, so we're going to use that segment. So let's see, use segment, we'll click on that. And what comes up next is going to be some of the background of your email, what it's going to look like. The first line is just your campaign, so we can say test run because it's just the first one, just for fun. Let's say we're sending an update, so the message is going to be update in the subject title. I'm going to say it's from the business classroom, and it's going to be required to be an email down here that you have access to that you've already set up with MailChimp beforehand. And you want to make sure this is checked. So if you have the first name, you want the merge tags to work so that the first name of your customer or client shows up there. This is really cool section over here because you get a lot of feedback. And this email track opens is really cool. If you have Google Analytics, you can set that up right there. You can automatically send this to both Twitter and a page on Facebook. So you can check these boxes out. I'm not going to do it right now. That's why I can do this one, but this one I won't do. But that really sends it automatically out. You do want to keep in mind if you're experimenting and you don't want that to go anywhere right now, you do not want to check those boxes if you're just trying things out. But for the future, when you're ready and got your stuff ready to go, then you definitely want to use that. Okay, now this is a pre-designed template. If I want to take a look at it, well, let's go here to pre-design, because this is what you're going to find. Let's see. Yeah, it's not really showing me everything. So let's say you want a birthday. Now let's go to real estate. There we go. And you want to check it out without actually opening this into your email. You just click on that. It's going to pull up this here preview screen. You can check it out, find out just what it looks like. Now let's say you do like it and want to use it. You can click right there on the select. That's why you saw the car one previous to this. There you go. Now just a little bit on this. All these boxes have these squares around them. They are editable. Pictures are removable. You can leave it just blank, or you can actually put your own picture in there. Pictures are good. You want pictures. This here is a real important little spot. You want to make sure that you edit that and put in some teaser information, because when an email comes, it's going to have who sent it, the subject, and then after the subject, it's going to have teaser. That's what you want to put in there to get people to open the email. Let's say we're happy with everything, so we're going to click Next. This is a text area. It's going to copy from your HTML. It's going to look kind of butchered. I normally don't spend too much time in here just because people aren't going to read many on text. But if you got someone out there that is, and they might be offended, well then you better get in here and edit this, make sure it looks right. So this kind of comes through garbled. You see it's all strung out, and you just a few backspaces and a little formatting, you can have that tweaked. Okay, say that we are, for this case, we're happy with that. We click next, and here you are. This is kind of your campaign dashboard, if you will, and it shows you everything you just edited, and you make sure that it looks right, and then edit, of course, if it needs to be. Okay, now to the fun part. You can either send this immediately, or you can schedule it right here, or you can do a pop-up. This just gives you a window right here that you can see what it looks like. And it's going to populate. There we go. And this is actually where you can view your merge information. So if it had a spot for the first name, it would show up in here. Let's try that out. I don't think it's going to do it because this email is just not formatted for that. But I would recommend using a first name basis if you can at any time. Okay. So you can also send a test to someone if you're wanting it to yourself or to someone else. Want to make sure they're happy with it. And lastly, you can schedule, and this is really awesome. You can, let's see, I'm not sure if it's going to require that. Okay, so you could set it for Christmas Eve for some reason, and you can say it 3 p.m. or you could say it 1 p.m. Let's say 1 a.m. See if we catch those people that are up in the middle of the night. Okay, so you want to get a special email out just for Christmas morning. There you go, and then you just click schedule, and it's done. In my case, I'm not going to push that because it will send an email to me, and but in your case, you definitely want to make sure that you press schedule. It'll take you to one more screen, and you're done. Okay, now that takes care of this. Let's say I'm going to save and exit this. I'm just going to put it into a draft. There you go. And that is how you set up a MailChimp campaign. And again, now one thing here, let's say we want to do the same email again, but we don't want to have to redo everything on the email. It's going to be the same email, it's just going to be new dates, new information on the inside. All you need to do is replicate the last email, and it's going to take you right to this screen again. Then you want to click, it's only 2 recipients, so I know I want that to be more than just 2. I could edit this. Subject line is not an update this time, now it's something else, so we would edit that, etc. So it's all right there. And of course I can save and exit. That's going to make me another draft. So there you go. All the best. Chip Thompson.